Hey guys, what is up? Mike here, Mike's DVDs and Blu-rays collection, back for another video. I thought today I would give a little comparison of some editions of in my collection of Pulp Fiction. I want to show you a Blu-ray, a DVD, and a Laserdisc edition of Pulp Fiction. I also want to show one of my favorite movies, The Thing, John Carpenter's 1982 science fiction horror suspense thriller masterpiece, The Thing. I'm going to show you the Laserdisc edition, one of my favorite Laserdisc editions, and the Blu-ray. It's just me showing off some of my collection, some of the movies that I think are kind of interesting that are in my collection. But first off, I want to say I just got this in the mail today, so I might as well show it. I got Pokemon Pikachu Detective on Blu-ray. My son wanted this, so I got this for him. It's pretty cool. We went to the movies and saw this, and it's really pretty good. What's his name? Ryan Reynolds is really funny in this movie. I guess I like him in most things he does. Deadpool, etc. So, anyways, picked that up for my son. Just thought I would show that off. Looks really good on Blu-ray. So he popped it in today and watched it. So, got that. So let's get right to it, guys. First off, let me show you the Laserdisc. Now this Laserdisc came out in 1996, so this was maybe 2 years later after the movie Pulp Fiction came out and just blew the doors open in the 1990s for independent filmmakers. Everybody wanted to pick a camera up, and everybody that ever worked at a video store picked up a camera and made movies. Well, it's not quite that easy, but unless you're Quentin Tarantino. Now he, expert dude. I mean, if he recommends something, I almost always agree with him. Almost. He's on my level of kind of what he likes. He likes all kinds of different stuff, and stuff you wouldn't think he likes. So anyways, this is Criterion Collection. Criterion started in 1984. They were the first home video company to do commentaries on a second audio track, that being King Kong, back in 1984. So it was revolutionary. You put the disc in, watch the movie on your thing, you would hit, second channel, and you could listen to somebody commentating, giving you the backstory of the movie, which was unheard of at that time. So it was quality home movies, and that's what a Laserdisc gave you, crisp, clear, good sounding stuff, So I'll have to do a video one day and show you the famous, I think it's the 7 silver covered movie editions Criterion did, the first 7 movies they put out. But today we're going to talk about Pulp Fiction. Like I said, it came out in 96. This is a deluxe box of Pulp Fiction. As you can see, it's really cool. Mine's worn a little bit. I mean, it's got some marks on it where it's been, it slides back and forth and on the shelf and everything. But it's really only got like one corner that's kind of iffy. But otherwise, it's a cool box. It flips open. You got a little insert, little pamphlet here, giving you some stories, some commentary on it. It's got the complete chapter breakdown, chapter stops, cast and deleted scenes, and all the other stuff that's on here. It's also in AC3, which is a Dolby Digital sound option on your remote. It's actually, you're going to get pure digital Dolby soundtrack in 5.1 sound. That's what's really cool still about Laserdiscs, because if you got an old school setup of 5.1, put one of these on, you're going to get this true sound. It's just, I don't know, it's different. It's more pure, closer to what you heard back in the cinema back then. Because nowadays when they do Blu-rays and stuff, sometimes they get in there and they alter the soundtrack a little bit. They add stuff, they take away things, they turn up the bass a little more, they take away this, and they just remix it and adjust the hell out of it. Well, you're going to get the pure soundtrack on this. So that's what I love about Dolby Digital. So this was one of the discs pressed in Dolby Digital, and this is disc side 5 and 6, and as you can see, it's just a laser disc with colorful center, and that's basically all of them look like that. Let's see if there's anything else in here. I haven't opened this in a little bit, so let me look here. Oh, mic fell over. I'm sorry, guys. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 discs. It's 8 sides. So it's an 8-sided digital laser disc. So that means it's in CAV, which means each side only has 30 minutes. So you'd have to flip it after 30 minutes. Or actually, if you have an automatic player, it'll just flip it itself and do it. But every hour you would have to get in, take the disc out, and put the new disc in and stuff. That was the only drawback about Laserdisc players. It's just like listening to a record. When side A's over, you flip it to side B. Old school people know this, but we've become so lazy that it's like, I can't do that at all. But what's cool about this, it's 30 minutes on each side. So the movie is, I want to say it's about 2.5 hours, 154 minutes. So it's 2 hours and 34 minutes. So you're gonna flip it, a few times. Let's just put it that way. And but yeah, it's a great disc. Edition. It's got supplemental introduction by Tarantino. Now see, at the time this was all brand new. Now see, if you got this edition back then, you'd be like, wow, because the only other thing was VHS copy. The VHS didn't have all this stuff on there. You had the widescreen, you had the soundtrack, you had the supplement soundtracks with people talking, you got an hour-long interview with Tarantino, you got all kinds of little extra stuff, making of stuff, all that stuff. But for a Pulp Fiction, for a Criterion Laserdisc at the time, this thing is packed full of stuff. I mean, this was the max you could get at the time. Now, this disc probably was retail in 1996 at probably $124.95. Now, you think, damn, that's a lot of money to buy a movie for, and it is. It's crazy. I did it one time back in the day. I bought Akira, the deluxe set. I didn't pay that. I paid $99 for it. It was discounted through this mail order company. But yes, I did pay $100 for a movie and stuff. But back then, this was the cream of the crop. That's why Laserdisc didn't take off and everybody had a Laserdisc player, because they were more expensive. You needed a nice system. You needed a player. The players back then cost upwards to $2,000 for the highest end one you could get. So that's a lot of money back then. But see, nowadays you can get Pulp Fiction used or brand new. You could probably get it for, somewhere $60 range, maybe less, maybe slightly more. I think I paid maybe $40 for that, which was probably too much. But I wanted it. It was cool. It was interesting. So there you go. There's Pulp Fiction Laserdisc. Now, next up, they released this DVD. This is the first one I ever picked up. I never had the VHS. Now, this came out in like 2002, 2003. Me and my buddy Joe, we were kind of getting the same stuff at the same time. So it's like Pulp Fiction came out. He got his copy. I got my copy, and all that, and so on and so forth. But Tarantino did some really cool additions for DVD. And I missed this with how they do Blu-rays nowadays. But you had this really nice deluxe cover. It looks like, you know, leather. You know, you slide it open. I mean, it's all this detail. All this detail. You know, it opens up. You got the booklet. You got the DVDs. I mean, it's just really nice. It looks, you know, gorgeous on your shelf, you know, for, you know, you collector nerds out there. But yeah, I've had this for so many years. I've kept it pretty nice. Really cool. And then eventually I wanted to get it on Blu-ray just to see how it, you know, how it sounded and everything. So I ended up with this Blu-ray edition of it, which is basically everything on the DVD. There might be a little bit of new stuff on there, probably not much, but there's 6 hours of bonus stuff on here. But yeah, I got it from Walmart, which, you know, had this Walmart sticker that these are hard to get off sometimes, these white ones. And I believe it was a promo at the time, which means I got it during Black Friday or something like that. So it had a slipcover, same as the case. So there you go. So interesting stuff with Pulp Fiction. I mean, really, to this day, this is still such a great looking set. I mean, it's just so nice and stuff. And they did one with Jackie Brown like this. And what was the other one? Reservoir Dogs, they didn't really do a deluxe slipcase edition. Jackie Brown, they did. I think that was it. As far as those, the way they look. But man, those are great. So that's Pulp Fiction. Now I want to show you The Thing. Now this came out in '82. And it had come out on VHS tape, probably beta tape. Move on down to like 89, 90. And Universal put it out on Laserdisc a couple times. There was a panned and scanned, and then there was a letterboxed one, which had the, you know, bars here with the same kind of artwork, minus the silver and everything. And I had that copy. And basically, when I got this one, I upgraded it, and I sold that edition off, and thought I'll just keep the main Big Daddy Laserdisc. Now, this one also is an AC3, so it has the pure Dolby, I believe, yeah, Dolby Digital, yeah, Dolby Digital. But yeah, it's a gatefold. There was a whole, there's gatefold there. There was a whole series of these Signature Collection from Universal Studios Home Video, and they were all done like this with this silver, kind of a metal looking look to it. Movies like Vertigo, The Blues Brothers, stuff like that. I have those. There's a whole bunch of them, and they're highly collectible. I think they even did like The Mummy, I think, even, which, you know, the first Mummy, the Brendan Fraser Mummy and stuff. But yeah, this is so cool. I mean, this has got, you know, commentary by John Carpenter and Kurt Russell. It's got that really good 80-minute documentary on the making of it. The Thing, Terror Takes Shape documentary. And it's got some cool stuff on there, behind the scenes, storyboards, etc. It is CAV on sides 1, 2, 3, 4, or it's just number 4 CAV. I get those mixed up sometimes. Okay, side 4 standard play is CAV. So only one side is in CAV. So that would be the ending with the big escape and all the special effects. They use everything they got in the bag, and they just throw it all out there at the end. And that's in CAV. The rest of it's in CLV, which means you can put an hour on each side. So you got less time flipping. And then later on, I had a DVD edition of it, probably the standard one that came out in the early 2000s, just a regular case, no slip case, no nothing like that. And I think I traded it off or something when I got this. Now this is the Scream Factory Blu-ray release of The Thing, they did a whole series of John Carpenter's work on Scream Factory editions. They were all like this, collector edition. Each one of his movies. This came out in... Gosh, I want to say, when did this come out? It doesn't say. But I want to say it came out in like 2013, 2014, 15, somewhere in there. It's like, it seems like a long time ago, but it's not quite that old. But oh man, it's gonna eat at me till I find out when. Well, anyways, it came out and there was a bunch of these, and then I upgraded for this. And then this is a 2-disc. It's got the special features on one disc and the feature film on the other, which is cool. This has been used a lot. I watched it a lot. So there you go, guys. I just wanted to show a couple of my favorite movies. Show some different editions that I have in my collection. I do have some movies where I have multiple editions in other formats, like DVD, Blu-ray, Laserdisc, VHS. I'll have to show you all my Marx Brothers movies and on all of those formats, because I got all of them. I got a table full of media. But anyways, I just wanted to show some of the differences and some of the, like, these were the really good editions on Laserdisc, and these are the really good editions and stuff. So just some comparison, just to see how the movie has grown and changed and evolved over the years. Now soon we'll have the 4K versions. There might be, I want to say there's a 4K of Pulp Fiction, but maybe not. So there you go, guys. I just thought I would show you those, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to try to dig into my vault more and pull out some stuff to show and do something like this. It's kind of hard. I don't like to just go in on the shelf and just say, I got the thing, I got this, I got that, and just go one after one, because it's boring, Of course you want, I want to get on here. I'm not a film history nerd. I'm not well spoken, so I don't always sound like other people, but at least you know what you're getting when you subscribe to me. So you kind of get this kind of off the cuff, just one take mic, very, very, very little editing, if any at all, and it is what it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I talk too much. Hope you liked it. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Give me a comment on those, what you thought about them. If you have them, comment, like, share it. Put the word out about Mike's DVDs and Blu-rays collection. Tell your friends. Tell everybody about it. Let the channel grow. Who knows what will happen? Be like The Thing and be out of control one day. But hope you enjoyed it, guys, and I will see you again for another episode. Peace out.